Also, okay, nice. All right, welcome to First Descendants Hotfix 1.1.5. And it says, greetings Descendants, here are the details for the First Descendant Hotfix 1.1.5 patch maintenance free for this Thursday, which was happened at 1 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So here's some patch details for content improvements and bug fixes. Infiltration operations hard on 400%. Improves an intermediate screen lag issue that occurs when playing infiltration operations hard on 400%. Fix an issue with champion monsters attribute and reward information were not updated upon selecting the 400% multiplier in the infiltration operations hard entry UI. Also fixed an issue with the right HUD information would display a fixed max score of 50k while playing infiltration operation hard modes on 40k. Okay. I did notice that, but I didn't know that was a bug. That's interesting. All right, for ETA-0, added a select all option that allows you to select all blueprints that you own more than one of those selling blueprints to ETA-0. Energy activator blueprints and crystallization catalyst blueprints can no longer be sold to ETA. Interesting. When selling blueprints to ETA-0, you can only select blueprints up to a limit of rewards you can hold. ETA-0 now continues to display the names of items that have been sold out. Interesting. For invasions, fix an issue with the mission marker would display at the previous location on start after dying in the final battle area of Echo Swamp, the chapel where the invasion is taking place. Fix an issue where you can only join allies near the entrance of the final command monster battle area, the Vespers, the shelter, fortress, quarantine zone, and Echo Swamp, the chapel where the invasion is taking place. Interesting. I didn't run into any issues, but again, I have not done too many invasions, so I'm glad they're getting those fixed. Fix an issue with the UI not displaying normal on the start screen when starting an invasion mission. There's a general Descendants. Fix an issue with the outgoing damage increase per bomb on the creative explosion skill not reflecting correctly when using SMO's creative explosion skill module. Apparently SMO is breaking the game still. UI UX changes. Added a button to the bottom of the UI menu to check the event banner in game. Select a paint to dye a head, skin, or hair. Now it highlights the Descendant's head. Nice. Fix an issue with the forgotten comms device and ancient transmission detection facility mission in White Knight Gulch, where designating a beacon as a waypoint is played by 2 markers. Fix an issue with additional monsters summoned by monster skill during extermination missions displayed as extermination marker. And fix an issue with some text in the inventory list sorted by reactors were not displaying correctly. Cool. Some miscellaneous stuff. Added dismantle all tiers option to exclude from junk filter. Okay. Added dismantle all tier options to the tier settings in reactors and external components tab. Selected dismantle all tiers, designate all reactors and external components you own as junk. However, enhanced reactors, external components will set effects need to be designated separately. Cash shop bundles that include Descendant exclusive items now displays the text this product includes an exclusive item. Make some changes to the chat banned word system. Okay, so there's still a little bit more information on how to dismantle. Makes it a little bit easier for people because apparently the new system seems to be a little bit tough for people. So I think cool that they added that. So we have a director's comment. Greetings, Descendants. This is the director of the First Descendant. Over the next week, the dev team will be conducting a final review process for the PS5 Pro build in order to deliver the Pro enhanced features as of day 1 patch in time for the launch of the PS5 Pro. Cool. With the Pro enhanced feature, we aim to bring your enhanced performance and visuals that could not be experienced on the original PS5 from day 1 to the PS5 Pro launch. The final review of the PS5 Pro build is expected to last approximately 1 week, and there will not be any updates next week to ensure QA and build stability. The 1.1.6 update is scheduled to go live on Wednesday, October 30th. So for those who do not know, there's a patch for the PS5 Pro, pretty cool, but it won't be implemented until Wednesday, October 30th. Today is a briefly comment on the upcoming 1.6 update scheduled for October 30th. Cool. So there'll be a patch notes for next week, which is Thursday the 24th. But then instead of on the 31st, there'll be some patch notes on the 30th. So there won't be one the following on Thursday. Interesting. First is an update on the improvements. So this is sort of like a little sneak peek into the future. So in 1.1.6, we're currently in 1.5. First update is improvements for special operations resource defense missions. We're changing the waves to resource defense to 10 stages instead of 38, which we ran into yesterday, I believe. Dramatically reducing playtime, so all waves can be completed in about 15 minutes and can be cleared even quicker as your descendants grow stronger. Previously, players had to move to monster spawn areas to find them, but with these improvements, battles will be concentrated around the defense objective. Nice. We also increased the number of monster spawns per wave, allowing you to experience tense battles as you defend your resource against Volga's onslaughts. In addition to this, we provided weapon proficiencies as additional reward while maintaining the existing reward system. The dev team's goal is to make the resource defense the most effective weapon proficiency farm. All right. So there's been quite a few people who've been jumping in the stream asking what's the best way to level your weapons. Apparently in 2 weeks from now, defense missions will be the answer to that question. That is pretty cool. We'll have to do actual testing to make sure that is true. But from 38 down to 10 stages, that's going to be nice for the defense missions. They didn't mention this in the season 1 preview. But it just took a little bit for this to fully come into being, which is pretty cool. So we're just 2 more weeks of waiting for this to happen. Next, I would like to mention the additional of the reactor implementation system. Okay. Cobra and I were talking about this last night. We were not sure whether there's going to be information, but here's the information. The dev team has been working on the reactor implementation system to eliminate the inconvenience of having to farm a new reactor each time you switch to a new weapon. Now, one ultimate reactor will have up to 3 weapon optimization conditions. This will allow you to change the weapon during combat and still maintain your optimization conditions. Also, the second and third optimization conditions can be changed at any time. Ooh, that is nice. Give you the freedom to apply the optimization condition you want wherever your weapon setting changes. Okay, so this actually gives confirmation on what our speculations were. So right now, reactors have, like, for purples, it's just like you must have an AR weapon or a scout rifle or something to have the most optimization, which is the green across the board. But then with the gold ones, it was a little bit annoying because you might have a good subset of stats, but then your weapon you don't use and all that. And so they're implementing it where you can have 3 weapon slots. And so there's apparently a base weapon that's sort of like stationary, but then the next 2 and 3 you can change out. That is pretty cool. The dev team is constantly reviewing, let's see here. The dev team is constantly reviewing feedback and data on the reactor system and reactor farming and looking to bring you more improved reactor systems in the long term, so please stay tuned. But being able to change at any time, that is cool. So if you have 3 weapons and you're like, nah, not for this build, you can change the 2 and 3rd one, the 2nd and 3rd one. It looks like the 1st one is not going to move. Pretty cool. We have various QOL, which is a quality of life improvements and ultimate weapon revamps in the works. And on Thursday, October 25th, so there will be some hot fixing next week. We'll be rolling out the primary account setup feature on our official website. If you play the first Descendant on multiple platforms, you have a link to your Nexon account. This feature will allow you to set up and change the primary account of your website and play the game with set primary accounts. We will provide more details on another announcement on Thursday, October 25th. So apparently there, this sounds like cross-save over platforms, which is pretty cool. And then on Wednesday, October 23rd, in 2 weeks, the much requested rename game account feature will be available, which will also be announced in separate announcements. The dev team is always listening to your feedback, and we're giving out all to make the first Descendant even more enjoyable to play. We sincerely appreciate you to continue interest and value feedback. We'll continue to make progress step by step to meet your expectations, so please look forward to it. Thank you. All right, so very short hotfix today, but we did get a preview of what's to come in 1.6, which is pretty cool. So for those waiting for reactors, need to wait 2 more weeks, unfortunately, for that to be implemented. And we have some changes to the defense.
To question your good taste.
Oh, and D, thank you so much for that, GG. Yeah, so we had to wait a little bit longer for the reactors, but it is coming, chat. They did mention it. So in summary, very short hotfix, more quality of life changes on some bug fixes that were happening, and then a little bit more in depth into the junking filters, which I personally don't have an issue with. I'm glad they're having more things that are a little bit easier. So that is the hotfix. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned for some more.